Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this look right here, which is my first Valentine's Day look. I'm so excited to show this to you guys. I went to Ulta recently and I picked up one of the Stila Magnificent Metal Shadows, or Eyes, sorry. And I got the metallic dusty rose and I wore this on date night with my husband and the glitter was like, oh my gosh, intense. I loved it. So I wanted to recreate that look because I figured that look was the perfect soft, a romantic look for Valentine's Day, and I paired it with a nude lip because I feel like you can never go wrong on date night with a nude lip because when you're eating and all of that and it comes off, it's not as noticeable as if you're wearing a bright pink, bright red, or a darker color gloss. So this, if you're eating and everything and it's coming off, it's not as noticeable, which I really like for date night. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to get this look, just keep watching.
I'm going to start off with my Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. Now, I really like this stuff because I have very dry skin, so I need that extra hydration underneath all of my makeup. And when I rub my skin a lot, my face does get very red, so that is completely normal for me. And then next, I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. Now, I don't take a whole bunch of this. I just take a little bit and I put it just in my problem areas. So basically in the center of my face, my nose and my cheeks. And then I will put a little bit on my chin. And then I will also put a little bit up onto my forehead to fill in my fine lines a little bit. Next, I'm going to go throw on some brows and I will be right back. Next, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion Anti-Aging Primer. And I really like this stuff when I'm using something with glitter because it does have a tacky finish to it. Then I'm just going to take this bone colored shadow from MAC and I am just going to lightly dust this all over my lid from brow bone down to crease. This is just going to make the blending a lot easier. Now I'm going to take Girly by MAC and I am going to use a fluffy blending brush and I'm going to pop this into the crease and I'm going to be using a windshield wiper motions. Now this is a color that is very light and you kind of need to layer, so I'm just going to be repeating the same exact steps with this color until I get the intensity that I want. And I am taking it literally all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner, and I'm also taking it up into my brow bone just a bit. Then I'm going to take Hoax by MAC and a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to be applying this a little bit further down into my crease, but basically in the same spots. And I really want to darken up that outer corner to give it a little bit more dimension. Now I'm going to be taking Warm Taupe by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to be applying this on the outer corner as well as winging out my shadow just a little bit, and then I'm also going to take it into the crease very quickly. Now I am taking a pearly pink shade and a synthetic brush, and I'm going to pack this all over my lid. Now this is just a base for the Stila shadow that I am using. Now I'm going to take the Stila Magnificent Metal Eyes in Metallic Dusty Rose, and this is a two-part system. It comes with the shadow and a mixing medium, and it also comes with this little palette. So I just mix it on the palette and then take that same synthetic brush, and I am just going to apply this everywhere where we applied the pearly pink shade. Now this stuff goes on like liquid and it is so shiny. So I decided to add a second coat just to make it really pop, and I am cutting the crease in the first third of my eye just a little bit. Now I'm going in with my Cover FX Correct Click pen in green. My cheeks were abnormally red that day, so I decided I was going to color correct them just a little bit, and then I'm taking a synthetic brush and I am blending that all out. Now I am going to take the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector in medium, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes over my dark circles. Then for foundation, I am mixing the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation in 4.5, and I'm adding a few Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in Moonlight, just because this foundation is extremely matte and I wanted to give it just a little bit of something. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face and then use my beauty blender to buff it all out. Then I am going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and first I am using the color Light Medium Honey, and I am applying this directly underneath my eyes as well as a little bit down the center of my face. Then I'm going to go in with the color Light Sand, and I'm going to apply this underneath where I applied the darker color to brighten up the center of my face, and apply just a little bit down the center. Then I'm going to be spraying my face with a little bit of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, because for me, having dry skin, this concealer dries down a little too quickly, makes it a little bit difficult to buff out. So when I spray it, it makes it a little bit easier to blend. So then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and buff everything out very slowly. Next, I am going to take this MAC Cosmetics Tan Tint Skin Sheen Bronzer Stick. Now this was limited edition, so you can use basically any form of cream foundation to cream contour. I like to cream contour when I am going out and it's going to be a night where my makeup is going to be on for a while. Then I'm going to be taking my Artiste brush. This is the Fluenta Oval 6, I believe, and I'm just going to be buffing all of this out. I feel like this brush is literally the best for buffing out cream contour. It makes everything look just so airbrushed and so seamless. Next, I'm going to take the ABH Contour Kit in light to medium, and I'm taking these first two shades to set underneath my eyes. I have been loving these two shades. They've basically been the only thing I've been setting underneath my eyes with for a while now, because it is such a brightening effect. Then I'm also going to take that powder, mix them together, and set the center of my face again. I just have loved this concoction here because it just brightens everything up. Then I'm going to take a very, very large fluffy brush and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder, and I'm going to lightly dust this all over the rest of my face. Going back into that contour kit, I'm going to pick up this middle color right here to chisel out the cheekbones. And another thing I like to do on a night out, I like to take a smaller brush to do the contour to make it a little bit sharper and a little bit more of a cut cheekbone. Then I'm also going to contour along my jawline to hide those chins that I do have. And then taking a small angled brush, I'm going to contour my nose. I have noticed that I really can't leave the house without a nose contour. Ever since I started it, it's one of those things that I just can't help but do. Then picking up this shade right here, I'm going to bronze up my skin. Now I love this palette because it has literally everything in it. It has something to set your under eyes, it has something to contour, something to bronze, and it also even has a highlighting shade in it, which is a little too subtle of a highlighting shade for me, but it does really have everything that you will ever need to do your face. So I'm just bronzing up my usual areas with a smaller fluffy brush. Then I'm going to pick back up the rest of my little mixture. I did have to add one more drop in of the mixing medium, and I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. Then taking a very tapered brush from Morphe, I am going to be taking Hoax underneath my entire lower lash line and connecting it with the winged out part of my shadow. Then I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner and crease just a little bit more to make it a little bit more dramatic. Then I am taking the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Berry Amore and an angled brush from Morphe, and I am just going to pop that onto my cheeks. Then I'm taking these two colors from the ABH Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and I'm going to mix them together on a fan brush, and I'm going to pop them on my cheekbone. I like to take it up on my temple just a little bit too, give me a little extra glow. Then I'm going to take just a little bit on my chin, some on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going to switch to a much smaller brush, and I'm going to highlight my nose and my Cupid's bow again. I like to take a smaller brush because on my nose, I like the highlight to be in a very specific spot. I don't like when the entire bridge of my nose is highlighted, so I feel like this helps me be way more precise. I'm also going to take the lightest shade in this palette, and I'm going to use it to highlight my brow bone. And then I'm also going to take a little bit and put it above my brows to give it just a little bit of lift. Now taking my clear brow gel from The Brow Gal, and I'm going to set my brows into place. And then taking the Tarte Tartist Lash Paint Mascara, I'm going to give my lashes a really good coat. I am not wearing falsies with this look. I am not someone who wears falsies on a regular basis. You totally could put falsies on and make this look even more dramatic. But for me personally, I am not someone who likes wearing falsies on a regular basis. So just pick your favorite mascara and load it up. Then I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus and I'm going to spray my face. I have noticed that I like setting my face before I do my bottom mascara because my bottom lashes are pretty long and I tend to get those little dots underneath my eyes if I spray after. Then I'm taking the ABH liquid lipstick in Crush, and I am going to apply this all over my lips. I am overdrawing just slightly. I never like to overdraw my lips too much. I personally don't like the way it looks when I am just sitting there. And when I'm smile, you can barely tell, but when I'm just sitting there, I feel like it's way too noticeable on me personally. Then I'm going to take the ABH lip gloss in Butterscotch, and I'm going to top off this liquid lipstick. I have noticed that the combination of ABH liquid lipsticks and lip glosses are great together. They almost form like a cream lipstick. It doesn't disrupt the liquid lipstick formula, which to me is amazing because that's always been my biggest thing with topping liquid lipsticks with lip gloss. So the combination of these two really works for me. And that is it for the makeup look. Now I am going to show you guys an outfit that I would typically wear out on date night. This is just a pair of dark gray high-waisted jeans and a shirt with a slit all the way up the side, and I pair it with simple jewelry. I'm not big on jewelry, so I of course have my engagement ring on and a necklace, and then I paired it with my Louis, and I also have on a pair of little booties from Old Navy. The shirt is from JCPenney's, the jeans are from Old Navy, and that is it for this video. I really hope you guys liked this look. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Happy Valentine's Day!